And I'm just waiting for him to find his way into trot. Yes. And stretching himself out. I'm waiting for him to drop the base of his neck. I'm not going to let him stop until he finds that stretch. He's still bracing against the bridle and tight in his body, and that's kind of his oh, I didn't even mean to make that sound. That's funny, Bandit. Maybe not ready to release his tension yet. This is his first time in this lunging system as well, which he has some feelings about. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here come the herd of horses. Here they come. Oh my goodness. Look at that horse. Here Saddlebred comes out. Hi horses. Go. Now you're starting to chew the bit a little bit. This is his first time in the lunging bridle. You can see he's just bouncing up against the bit because he's so tight. But once he drops his neck, he starts stretching over his back and chewing the bit softly. And everything's gonna start to change. We're gonna see him start to wiggle his pole loose is the goal. This guy is a cribber, so he wears a collar, and his pole is especially stuck. He's also half saddlebred, which really is a unique kind of confirmation through that neck and head area. Good boy, that's the way. That's the way, yeah. That's the way, just like that. You come in. He was really reactive every time I flicked the whip. He was galloping off for the first few times. And now I can flick the whip at him, and he accepts that as the little aid to keep the energy going, and that's about it. Right, boy? Yeah. This is good for you. And woo. And walk. Good, and woo. Good. I thought he had to poo, but he didn't. So we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going until you really come back into your body and you start feeling and looking for that release of tension. You can see by his expression and just the sort of hurrying of his step that he's really trying not to let go of his tension right now. He's trying to hold on to it. Pretty soon, given enough time, that's just going to start to change. So we have the right amount of energy from the hind end, and I'm putting him on a little bit of a smaller circle so he starts to bend more and slow down a little bit. And then we'll trot. And then we'll just wait again. We'll just do nothing for a bit until something shifts. He's not resisting anymore, so it's just a matter of time. We keep enough energy going. It's just a matter of time. Now that he knows he's not going to stop, for him to start stretching forward. And basically reversing the energy, going from reverse to drive, opening the front door and closing all the other doors, so that the only thing that can happen is that forward stretch and that release of tension. The base of the neck has to drop so that the shoulders can open and the back can start to move with the whole horse. And then he's going to have to stretch out some of that stuckness in his pole area. And that's going to also help take care of the tension in his back and loins and quarters, which is going to make everything a little easier to come through so he can start growing his top line better and bending through his body better. So he goes from rigid to supple. It's going to be quite the change, horse like you. Good boy, that's getting better. You can see he's still holding on, but he's starting to get longer in his neck, little by little.